Welcome to Christmas Time Management Tips. I'm your host, Garland Coulson, also known as Captain Time. And when your first name is Garland, you get a lot of Christmas jokes, including the one every year where my brother would always ask, "Is it time to hang Garland yet?" But even with all the jokes and the funny stuff in my name, I loved Christmas, and I still love Christmas, and I think it's just a wonderful, magical time of year. But it's not that way for everybody. For some people, they get very stressed during the holiday season. So how do you save time and avoid that holiday stress when it comes up to Christmas time? One of the first things is to plan your gifts a little better with family. Decide on limits, or even if you want to exchange gifts. Sometimes if you've got brothers and sisters who have their own families and they're further away, perhaps you don't buy for everybody anymore. Perhaps you just buy for your own family or maybe a few nieces and nephews. So work on what are the limits, or even if you want to exchange gifts. And the benefit of limits too is not all family members have the same amount of income. So a $100 gift for somebody could be quite extravagant. For somebody else, it's no big deal to give everybody a $100 gift, but some people might be really struggling and they might want to keep it down to a $25 gift. Do get a list of potential gifts that people want so you can give them what they want instead of trying to stress over finding them the perfect surprise, which we all love to do. Get them what they want because you know they're going to enjoy it instead of giving them something they have to take back later on. And start the gift planning early. I use Microsoft OneNote to capture gift ideas year-round, but of course you can use a notebook or really any sort of computer-based note-taking program to do that. You can also use your camera to take pictures of gifts they like. So when my wife is out, if I see her looking at a piece of artwork she really likes, she's amazed at, I'll wait till she walks away and I'll take a quick picture of it. And then that I can remember where it is later on. I can take a note in OneNote or add the picture in OneNote so I know where the store is so I can go back later on. I usually try to have all my gifts purchased by September or October, especially if they've got to be shipped. You want to order them by September or October to make sure they get there in time. So my goal is to not be in a shopping mall in December. I have no interest in being in a shopping mall in December. It's crazy then. If you do have to go into a shopping mall in December, if you do have work hours that are non-traditional, take advantage of that. I'm fortunate in that I'm self-employed, so if I want to, I could take a Tuesday morning and go to the mall. But even in December, you'll find they're really busy. But I can use those non-traditional work hours. And do use gift certificates. Let people get what they want from their favorite stores. You might think that it's kind of a cheat or it's not very thoughtful, but in truth, it allows them to get exactly the thing they want. Maybe they think they know what they want, but when they go to the store with their gift certificate in hand, they see something else they like even better. So this allows them to get exactly what they want. And Amazon gift certificates are a great solution as well if you're not sure which local stores they like to shop at, because Amazon has a really wide range of things. It's got books and DVDs and household stuff and just a wide range. There's little Amazon boxes coming to my house all the time. And shopping online, can be a really good factor. It can save a lot of time when you're going to try to find the ideal gift. And the benefit of shopping online too is you've got access to a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally see locally, so you can get some really unique gifts. If you want to have an item shipped, but you're worried that your significant other or family members might see it when it comes, use a neighbor's address or another family member's address. Amazon, other places will let you do that. And I actually have done that several times where I've got gifts for my wife and I've sent them to my son's address in the same town, and then I just go over a couple days before Christmas and pick it up and wrap it. So, make your list, check it twice. I work with a lot of lists around Christmas. I use Microsoft OneNote, but again, anything will work. I have gift lists, to-do lists, fun ideas, invitation lists, what food is needed, decorations, all that kind of stuff can be put into a list. And batch your trips together. If you're going to go out and go shopping, try to pull together the trip for the food, gifts, the food, and the decorations into as few trips as possible. This will help save you a lot of time and on gas as well. And accept help. Many of us become martyrs at Christmas. We have to do it all ourselves. Nobody can help. And then we end up rushing through Christmas and all of our time is spent preparing and we're not really enjoying our time with our family or friends at Christmas. So get family members to help. Use gift wrapping services. Bring in a cleaning service. You can even cater your Christmas event if you want. Delivery services, have stuff delivered and get others to pick things up for you while they're out. And this will help a lot, and most people don't mind. They're usually offering to help because they genuinely want to help. So let them help. Stop being a martyr. Many of us have a lot of Christmas traditions, and you can make a list of these, but keep only the ones you enjoy. So if a Christmas tradition is no longer serving you, don't keep it. Dump the ones that are causing you stress or a hassle, or they're not really ones that you and other people in your family really enjoy anyway. So some of our old family traditions in my family, as a child, we made homemade donuts that turn out amazing, which I still make nearly every year. And of course, the big turkey dinner was a tradition. And I like turkey dinners. I do turkey dinners 2-3 times a year, usually Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas. And I really do enjoy it. But if you don't like turkey, you don't have to have a turkey. Make a ham, make a roast. People are probably getting turkeyed out. Often people end up having to go to two sets of parents. Let's say if you got a married couple, they often have to go to both sets of in-laws, right? So therefore, they're probably ending up with a couple of dinners. So if you're serving, baron of beef or a ham instead of turkey, they're probably going, thank you, because we're just turkeyed out. We've had turkey everywhere. My family's also adopted, my wife and I have adopted some new traditions as well. We live out on the west coast of British Columbia, of Canada. And so it's really neat here because we live by the ocean, and the local yacht club decorates their boats and do a Christmas sail by at night, which is just beautiful. And of course, for me as an amateur photographer, it's a great chance for me to try to get good shots of it as they go by, because it's a really neat thing to take pictures of. And there's another local tradition where there's this group that comes that travels throughout Western Canada, I believe, called Winter Harp, and they bring these huge, amazing Celtic harps and other harps in, and other different unusual musical instruments, and do some storytelling and play Christmas traditions. And it's just a lovely tradition. So find some new traditions. Find the things that are really going to make Christmas special for you. If you like Christmas baking, bake a couple of months in advance, and consider doing a baking exchange as well. So if you do one type of square or cookies and your friends each do a different one, well, work it together. So split them all up, and now you've got 4 different kinds, but you only had to bake one, and it's the same amount of work. You can even turn this into a fun event. Bring your friends together. It's a great way if you can't have your friends over right on the day of Christmas because maybe you're too full with family, then maybe your Christmas baking becomes your event you do with friends where you all get together and share. And while you're cooking the big dinner, ask for help. Once again, don't be a martyr. Even non-cooks can peel and cut vegetables. They don't have to be great at that, but they can certainly do that. And it gives you some company. You don't want to be in the kitchen all alone while everybody else is talking and laughing and joking in the living room. So having a couple family members in the kitchen with you gives you a chance to catch up, chat with them, find what's going on, and have some fun of your own, along with perhaps a little glass of Christmas cheer. When you're planning parties around Christmas, once again, you can use OneNote for theme ideas, your invitation list, any needed items. So make these lists, have them with you. The reason I'm using OneNote instead of like a paper notebook or something is because it's always with me wherever I go. So if I'm out at the grocery store, I've got my OneNote. If I remember something at home, I can add it in the desktop so I can access it across all my different devices. And learn to say no. You don't have to say yes to every social event over the season. You're probably going to have to do your own session at home. You probably have to go to your work and perhaps your spouse's work, but you don't have to say yes to everything. So keep in mind you're not going to have a lot of time, and say yes to the ones that are really important. And set a cutoff time, a date after which is no more shopping, no more running around, just working with what you already have. If you have that set up for a couple weeks ahead, then you should just be able to relax for the last week or two. We often get invested in having the perfect Christmas day, the one day. It must be perfect. If anything goes wrong, we're devastated that I've ruined Christmas, or Christmas is ruined, so we're worried the Grinch is going to come and take our Christmas away. Think of Christmas as the 12 days of Christmas, or Christmas week. It's a chance to see additional family or friends, have people over, do other things. Think of it as a season, not a single day. My niece does this for her birthday. She celebrates birthday week, and I was at their place one time. She says, well, it's birthday week, so I'm doing this. I'm going, what a cool idea. She celebrates her whole birthday week. So it makes it a lot more fun than just one date. When you have all these family members at your place, all of a sudden, and you probably run out of things to talk about. I mean, yes, you've got some catching up to do, but there's people of all different ages, and not everybody's into the same things. So have some additional entertainment options available. Movies, Netflix is good for this because it gives people a wide range of choices. Board games, my family loves board games, so that works out well. Video games, and suggest some local activities, especially if you've got people who are in your area who have traveled some distance who aren't normally there. So, suggest some local things. Is there local art galleries or hiking or things they might like to do? Bowling can be fun. Billiards, coffee shops. Like, find something. If you live in a winter area, outdoor sports like skiing or sledding can be fun. So have some ideas. Throw some ideas out there. Does anybody want to, go for a walk, go bowling, do this? Ask people and see what they say. Instead of just having a single day where you have everybody over, consider having an open house a week before or a few days before. A friend of ours does this on Christmas Eve. So rather than having to have everybody over on Christmas Day, I think she ends up going to her daughter's place. But what she does is she has an open house, and her open house might run somewhere from maybe 1 till 5 or 1 till 6 or something. And people just stop in. So it's not a dinner. She's got lots of treats out, lots of goodies, and some, Christmas cheer and cider and things like that people can have, or coffee and tea, and people can just drop in. And it works well with people's schedules because they might not be able to come and stay for the whole day or the whole evening, but they can come for an hour or two, visit with her, catch up, and then move on with the rest of their day. So open houses are a great alternative way to get a chance to see family or friends or people that you might not be able to otherwise with a full big event. After all the work and all the influx of people hitting you over Christmas, you need some time for yourself. So make sure you set aside a little escape. Pick a day or two over the holidays. Do something for yourself. A spa, a little cabin getaway, a hotel getaway, something. A gallery you want to go to, an event, movies. Pick something and do it for yourself. Once Christmas is over, you want to do a debrief. So you want to say, okay, what worked really good this year and what didn't work so well? And how would we do it differently next year? And then make a list of those changes you want for next year. Once again, a notebook or one Microsoft OneNote will do. And schedule dates to do these changes. So for example, if you know that you ran too late with shopping this year, you didn't start till November, make a diary note to start in September next year. So you set it all up so that your next Christmas is going to be even better and even less stress-free. Thank you all for listening, and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from Captain Time.